Alright, welcome back. We just finished labeling the buttons and now we're getting ready to start adding code. So, first thing you need to do is in the actions layer frame 1, we need to tell it not to play automatically. So we have Windows, we go to Actions, and we need to type in a stop. And it should say Actions 1, meaning you're on the Actions layer and it's frame 1. So all lowercase, no spaces, semicolon, and once again, Control, test scene. You always want to test your scene to make sure there are no errors. So no errors are showing up, so we're good to move on. So I'll just go ahead and minimize that. And the first thing that we're going to do is click on this image, on the splash layer. We're going to make it so when you click on this picture, the song starts to play. So Window, Code Snippets. And then we've got Action Script, and this time we're dealing with audio and video, so we're going to open that folder. And we want it to be able to, when you click on it, it plays the sound, and then when you click again, it stops the sound. Otherwise, the sound will just continue to play even if you start a new song. So we're going to double click on this one. Click to play / stop sound. And it says, okay, this picture that you've got clicked has to be a movie clip. So they're going to do that automatically for me, so I'm going to say okay. So this is the code that shows up. If you need to, come to the edges to extend this larger so it's easier to work with. And it tells you replace the HTTPS, this, with the desired address of your sound files. And it tells you you want to keep the quotation marks. So that means we go from here to here. And because the sound file we're using is an MP3, I'm going to keep this as well. So I'm going to press delete, so all that's left is there's quotations and then .mp3. Now I need to type in exactly the name of the song. So the easiest way for me to do this is to go here, and we had the LO picture selected, so that would be this one. So LO Mr. Blue Sky. If you click on it once and let go, and then just click on it one more time, so you're not opening it, you're just going to edit what it's named. This way I can either do Control-C or right-click and do copy. Then I'll just minimize it. And then I'll bring back my actions, and right here, just right click and paste. So now it says LO Mr. Blue Sky .mp3. And because everything is in a folder together, this works, and that's all you have to type. If the music was somewhere else in a different folder, it would be more complicated. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to Control and test scene. And when you click on this picture, it should start playing. And then you click it again and it stops. And no errors should show up. If you get an error, once again, make sure that in this folder you have the Flash document you're working in. So this is Flash Sound Tutorial, as well as all these music files and videos. Otherwise, you will have errors. So now let's do that one more time with the U2 picture. So I'll select that. I'm going to go to my code snippets. This is still open, so double click. Yes, I'm going to let it turn it into a video clip for me, or movie clip symbol, I should say. And I'm going to replace in between these green quotations, keeping the .mp3. And I'll just go over to Flash Sound. Beautiful Day, because we're doing the U2. So click on it once, and then just click one more time, so that it's asking me to change the name, and I'll just Control-C to copy. And then in my actions, I will click right before that dot and paste. So now I need to go and up to Control, test scene, and it should start playing and then stop when you click it. No errors should be showing up. I believe that in this recording you won't hear the music play because this is the free version and it won't do it, but I could be wrong. Okay, so those should now be working just fine. And nothing else is on any other layers. Now we're going to be doing video. So I'm going to go to the U2 video layer and I'm going to unlock it. And I'm going to go over to frame 2, which should be empty. If for some reason it's not, make sure you have a blank keyframe on frame 2 for the splash layer. Or you can right click and insert a blank keyframe if you need to. Otherwise, I'm going to go File, Import, Import Video. And that brings up this dialog box, and I'm going to go ahead and browse. And I was on the YouTube layer, I believe. Oh, you know what? I'm on the splash layer. I better cancel out of that. I got to make sure I'm on the U2 video layer, okay? It's very important you're on your correct layers. So then I'll go Import, Video, Browse, and this time I'm on U2, so I want to make sure I choose the U2 video. And say Next. Now all of these are skins. They just changed the look of the play bar. It doesn't matter which one you choose, just make sure that it has the play button at least. Anything else is extra, which is fine. If I just did this one, all I can do is play and mute. Then you have color, and you can change, to any color you'd like. Go ahead and say Next, and finish. And there's the file. I'm going to use the free transform tool to shrink this just a little bit so that I can put a back button beneath it. Also, with the video clip still selected, we're going to turn off autoplay, meaning you have to actually click the play button before the video will start. So over here in Properties, you've got autoplay and then the check. Okay, and that's it for that one. So I will lock it right now. We'll come back to it in a minute. I'm going to unlock Elo Video and go to frame 3 so that this one is once again a blank stage. Then I can go File, Import Video, and I'm on the Elo one, so I'll browse and choose Elo Mr. Blue Sky. Then if I want to, I could change something, make the color different. Say Next, finish. And there it is. And this one already comes in very small, so I don't need to change anything. I just need to make sure to click on it and turn off autoplay. Okay, now while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and insert those buttons now. So if I go to Window, Components, I'm going to go to User Interface and click and drag a button. So it's really up to you. You could put it in the corner, you could put it in the middle, just put it somewhere, just anywhere really, as long as it's not covering the video. I'm going to type in back in the properties in that label, and I'm going to give it an instance name called back, and this is on the Elo layer, so I'll say Elo, back Elo. And then I need to do that with the other videos, so I'll unlock the YouTube video layer, and I'll go ahead and in Components, which I still have open over here, click and drag a button. Try and put it in the same place as your other one, so be consistent. Label this one back as well, and give it an instance name. So I'll just name this one back_U2. Alright, so those buttons are set up and good to